just that gratitude piece alone. I know for
What's
me, the
that?
same way, when I'm in a bad mood, I try to remember to get back to a place where I can think about a couple things I'm grateful for, which, by the way, if you wake up and the people you're closest to and love the most aren't sick and dying, that's a pretty good start right there for being grateful. So I'm not perfect at it either, and I obviously get sucked into the chaos and the stress, but I always try to come back to that too. And I think that alone is big. And doing the meditation, mindfulness, if you, it's a discipline, but if you can do that, it really does help you be flexible and pivot when your stuff's coming at you a million miles an hour. And uh,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. It's like, the meditation to me, like that's the easy part. It's like when you get that phone call or when something happens, it's like that's the meditation in action. Like
yes, before
that's
you
when it
react, that
yeah, yeah.
moment
It's like
in between the reaction, how do you deal with getting it and not reacting?
yeah, yeah. Like Viktor Frankl talks about in Man's Search for Meaning, he talks about creating like the space between or the gap between the stimulus and your response. And
That's
it's like
it.
a lot of times it feels instant, but
Yeah.
no, it's actually not instant. Like by being aware of the mind and the body emotions, like I did a 10-day Vipassana a couple of years ago, and it's like a silent meditation retreat. Everything is silent, no talking, no looking at people,
Oh
like
my
no
God,
writing,
you
no
did
listening. It's
that?
like you just meditate like 10 hours a day. It's
Whoa.
very intense. But the thing that you learn is like equanimity of the mind and awareness of body sensations. Like that's it. It's very simple. And you're either only you're clinging for something or you're resisting something. You're pushing something away. It's like these like life is so simple when you break it down like that, yet it's so nuanced and you never know when life's going to come at you and you're going to be, tempted or wanting to resist or cling or so anyway, I just feel like it's really good. And one thing I was going to say about the meditation is or the morning routine, it is hard, but it's hard when you start the practice. But like Jerzy Gregoric, I don't know if you know, he's a Romanian
No.
powerlifting coach and
Okay.
whatever, older guy. He wrote a book called The Happy Body, but he says something which is like my favorite quote. It's hard choices, easy life, easy choices, hard life. And so the hard choice is to start the practice of these things, but then you start seeing, oh, life is easier, life is better. And now it's like, well, that's not even hard for me to do. Like I actually enjoy like the contemplation. I love the stillness. I love getting out of this crazy life for a little bit of time and just being able to like have some stillness. And some people love exercise. I mean, there's many ways to get into a flow state, but I feel like that's one of them. Like when you're going for a jog or when you're meditating or when you're doing something to build your personal, inner strength.